Lunch breakers and takers, do us a favor. Take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. B, we're back talking football. I know you guys missed us. Yeah, so, good win for the Ravens last week. We didn't have a live stream or really cover the game, but we took care of business against the Giants, and thanks to the help of the Browns losing to the Jets, we have swapped places, and right now we are currently holding the 6th seed. Is it the 6th seed, B?
They will be the 6th seed, yes, I believe.
Yeah, we're holding the 6th seed in the playoffs. So basically all we got to do is take care of business on Sunday, right? Beat the Bengals, and we're in. Simple as that.
They could finish in any of the wild card spots, but beat Cincinnati and Baltimore's in the playoffs.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Not much to say. I mean, the Bengals aren't a particularly good team. I know they had a good game, a good showing on a couple Monday nights ago against the Steelers.
Well, they showed pretty well this past week also. They beat Houston 37-31.
Good point. Yeah. That's a good point. So, it's not a game to overlook necessarily, but we're at the point where there are no trap games for us.
No.
The minute we lost to the Steelers the second time, we had to win out. We knew that. So to me, there's no trap games. Like, you had to be focused on every game, and I think they are focused. So I'm not really worried about it. I think they're going to win by a comfortable margin.
Yeah, they have 9 fairly important players not practicing today.
Yeah,
I don't think they're all going to miss the game, but even if they do, this is a team that they should be able to handle even shorthanded.
Yeah, I agree. The first time we played them, we almost shut them out. They kicked the late field goal at the end of the game, and that was with Joe Burrow. Now they have Ryan Finley. So
right. Joe Mixon's officially out for the year. He's not playing again. Right. So there's not a whole lot to be afraid of in Cincinnati. It's just a matter of like you said, showing up and taking care of their business.
Yeah. So real quick, let's kind of go over some playoff scenarios here. When we win this game, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just say right now, I'm picking the Ravens to win. When we win this game, we're looking at no worse than a 6th seed, right? I don't think we can get a 7th seed. No worse than a 6th seed, possibly a 5th seed.
Yeah, it depends. As it is right now, thanks to some late game heroics from the Las Vegas Raiders, Miami, they've kept pace. So if they finish tied with Miami, the Cleveland and the Colts, if it's a 4-way tie there, I believe Miami gets the 5 seed, because of their conference record. Next up would be Baltimore at 6, and then Cleveland at 7. The only playoff scenario I'm really interested in discussing, though, is the one where Cleveland doesn't make it. That's okay. I'm looking forward to that one.
All right, so we can discuss that real quick. So basically, what happened last week was at the very last minute, the Browns found out that their top 3 wide receivers were all going to miss the game because they were close contact to somebody who got the virus. Right, so they went shorthanded into the Jets game, and my thing is, I get it. It's last minute, and you weren't expecting to not have, what was it, Jarvis Landry, Rashard Higgins, and Peoples-Jones, I think.
Yeah.
They all missed the game. I think there's a couple other players that missed the game as well. And they lost the game, right? That's what it came down to. Like, they lost the game. You still had Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I didn't see how they could have possibly lost, but they lost the game. So now they're in a situation where they're not out. All they have to do is win next week against Pittsburgh, who is sitting Ben Roethlisberger, right? They're starting Mason Rudolph because they had a comeback win against the Colts, which also helped the Ravens out as well. So their playoff spot is set. They won a division. I think they're going to be the 3 seed.
It looks like it. I don't think that's set in stone, but I think that's the most likely outcome.
Okay, so it's setting up for the Browns to win. And really, this is what it comes down to. If you're going to say Baker is a big time quarterback, he's your franchise quarterback. This is the game that he needs to prove it in. It is simple. You beat a team that's not trying to win this game. They're just trying to rest up. You beat a team to get into the playoffs. You have all your starters back.
Oh, I mean, not entirely. They did add a couple players to the COVID list yesterday or the day before,
Oh, that's right.
and
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
just shut down their facility because they had another a positive test. So we'll have to see who they're missing. Right now, Harrison Bryant looks like he's not going to play, and we'll have to see who else ends up missing this game. So it's kind of setting up for them. Like, yeah, you win and you're in. Roethlisberger's not playing, but they're also kind of teetering a little bit, with who are we gonna have, who's gonna be out, and how we're gonna handle this last game. I feel like they're gonna go out there and the pressure's just gonna get to Baker and they're not gonna get it done. And I don't mean TJ Watt, I mean the pressure of the moment is gonna get to him. It's gonna be too much.
I understand why you would feel that way, and I kind of feel that way because Cleveland just has a history of losing. But I am going to pick Cleveland to win this game. I actually think they are going to step up and win this game, right? And we'll see what they do in the first round because I think right now they would play. If they make it in, they'll be the 7th seed.
I mean, like I said, it depends on everyone else, but yeah, I mean, most likely that's where they'll end up.
Yeah, so I mean, they could play the Bills or they could even play the Steelers in the first round. So we'll see what they do, but I think they're one and done. All right, I think they're one and done.
Sure.
But I do think they get in, and look, that's progress. That's progress. When you've been a losing organization for as long as they've been, it's look. You start out with getting a winning record, which is what you have this year. So that's good. Get into the playoffs, win the game that you need to win, that you're supposed to win, get into the playoffs. That's another step that you took, and that's good. If you get any more after that, that's icing on the cake. And I feel the same way about the Ravens, by the way, because I'm not one of those people that believe we're a Super Bowl team this year, right? I think their window is wide open. I think we have opportunity to win multiple Super Bowls, just not this year. But if we get out the first round, maybe the second round, get to that AFC title game, that's icing on the cake. I expect us to win in the first round, depending on who we play. If we play the Steelers or we play the Titans, I expect to win that game. If we play the Bills in the first round, I don't feel too good about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to go the other way on that, particularly with Cleveland. I don't want to hear about baby steps from a team who was talking about winning the Super Bowl last year.
But they always talk about that, and that's more media hype than them.
Well, was it though? I mean, those players were pretty confident. Okay, and as was Baker. Baker does a lot of talking in the media too.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear about your baby steps now. No, you were supposed to be an MVP. You were supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. Had people talking about 16-0. You brought in Odell Beckham. You brought in Jarvis Landry. So no, man, just making the playoffs for a roster that good isn't good enough. Not to me. I get that they have a long history, but none of these guys were there for that history, right?
They have a good roster on offense. They don't have a good defense. And they're overhyped. I mean, we knew that
they've got some talent on defense.
They do, but the defense isn't a good defense.
No, but like I said, you're not going to be great on both sides of the ball. The offense is stacked. Yep. They've got a ton of talent on offense.
Yeah.
So just making the playoffs as a 7 seed in the first year that they're taking 7 teams. I mean, I'm going to look at that as a disappointment for them if they're one and done.
I'm not, because it's all about how you view the team and expectations, right? It's about the expectations that you have for the team. I don't think going into this year they had as high expectations as they did last year, right? Seeing how last year turned out, I don't think expectations were as high. And given that, and there were a lot of questions about Baker Mayfield, whether he could be a franchise quarterback or not, right? And he played better than last year, for sure, right? For whatever reason, you could say, because he had, they had an easier schedule down the stretch, or it's more run focused, and he passes out the play action, whatever. I mean, he's performing better, and they have a winning record, and they have a chance against the playoffs. So I think if you look at it that way, if you're a Cleveland fan, I would feel good about that. Now, you want to build on that. It's the same thing with the Ravens. If we get out the first round, cool. I'm good. Anything more than that, that's icing on the cake for us this year because I don't think we can compete with the Chiefs. All right, but in the offseason, I have expectations to add more talent around Lamar, and then my expectations next year is Super Bowl. I'm thinking the same thing. If I'm a Cleveland fan, okay, let's get to the playoffs. If we happen to win the first round, cool. If not, that's fine too. But in the offseason, we got some work to do.
Well, expectations change, right?
Mm-hmm.
So coming into the season, yeah, maybe you weren't thinking Super Bowl for Cleveland or whatever. But, it's the same thing with Baltimore. Nobody thought they were going to go 14-2.
True.
Right? But they were 2-2, and then they won their next 12 games. And, later in the season, Baltimore fans and the organization, they were thinking Super Bowl because that's how they were playing. That's what Cleveland was thinking a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
When they were 10-3, and it looked like, hey, they still had a shot at winning the division. They looked like the best team in the division because Pittsburgh was stumbling, Baltimore was having their struggles. So yeah, they were hyped. And now you're getting down to the last couple of games, and the pressure of actually getting in is getting to you, and you lose to the Jets.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think maybe at the beginning of the season they weren't feeling that way, but I think that mid-season and on, when they looked at it and they said, hey man, this team is really good, that is what they were expecting. They're not expecting to go one and done.
You think they're expecting a Super Bowl though? I don't know if they're expecting a Super Bowl.
I think they're expecting to get. I think they're expecting to get out of the first round for sure.
Okay.
So that's why I'm looking at them and I'm saying, hey, if you don't get out, I see that as a disappointment, as underachieving for that team.
Okay. All right. But overall, just as if you're a lifelong Cleveland fan, okay, a little disappointment, but you still feel good about the year overall because it's the first winning season you had since.
Well,
wait.
I'll just put this out there. I think Tim Couch was the quarterback the last time they had a winning record, or
not Couch. Was it Anderson? Was it Derek Anderson? Did they have a winning record with Derek Anderson?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's a long time, man.
Yeah. But as a lifelong Cleveland fan, why? These sports are entertainment, and if they're providing you with bad entertainment every single year, why do you keep coming back?
Well, to be fair, I think there are a lot of former Cleveland fans that said that, and they're fans of other teams now.
Good for them. Good for them. Way to break the cycle.
No, but I'll tell you why. Well, we'll have to do another segment dedicated to this, but it basically comes down to it's tribalism, right? Like you're from an area and that's the home team. There's going to be a certain number of people in that area that are going to root for their home team. Totally get it.
Yeah, I mean, I get that to an extent, and that's different for me because there's no home team where I'm from.
Right.
I was born in ADAC. I can't even go back to ADAC. It's privately owned, so there was no football team there.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, ADAC is in Alaska. It's an annex of Alaska, or used to be. Yeah,
it was a military base for a long time, and they sold it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess if you were born in the factory of sadness, that's just kind of what you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, man, it's all entertainment, and if you're not having fun, which I know you're not, don't pretend that you are, because if you were, you wouldn't be out there burning people's jerseys. If you're not having fun, just pick another team, man. That's all. Just pick somebody else.